Hello, my beautiful souls. Today is August 11th, 2019, and I'm here with the 5 things I'm grateful for today. Usually I do this in the morning, but uh, yeah, I'm here this evening. Um, and the first thing that I am grateful for are flowers. I love the energy of flowers. I love having flowers in my room. They really help me connect with feminine energy, my feminine energy. This will just help to bring the energy of like relaxation and beauty. They bring such an energy of beauty. They are beauty. They're wonderful. I just love them. I'm just looking at them right now. But yeah, I just bought myself some pink roses. I have really been drawn to the color pink because they're really soft. Also, it's like a soft color. It's also like another feminine energy thing. Like I just feel really drawn to that energy of like compassion and love and yeah, like gentleness. So anyway, yeah, that's the first thing I'm grateful for is just flowers. They bring such a soothing energy and such a romantic energy too. Like they're so romantic and it's like a loving energy. So that brings me to the next thing that I'm grateful for, which is just self-love. And I'm so grateful for the self-love movement. Like I know people talk about self-love all the time, but self-love like literally saved my life. And I don't just mean like massages, which is actually the thing that I'm going to talk about, but I also mean like just doing really like the really deep like shadow work and like healing your limiting beliefs and healing emotionally. And yeah, it can be intense. It's not always like rainbows and butterflies, you know. It can be challenging. So I'm just thankful to be able to give myself the love that I need, and learning how to do that because it's not easy. Like we always want, especially when you come from attachment based relationships and you think that like people doing things for you or people um, like okay, the standard relationships are like people taking you out on dates or like people buying you things or you know, I don't know, it's just the whole relationship paradigm is shifting, especially for me as I'm perceiving love differently. And when you're like so used to attachments, like it can be hard to like be open to the energy of love because even just being in the energy of love, it's not, you don't get anything from it. You just get to be in the energy of it, and that's a gift enough. But so many people think or like have this idea that love is like a marriage, and love is, you know, children, and love is a home, and love is like, but those are attachments. They're not truly loving. I mean, I understand the like belief behind it, you know, and so it's like those things can carry the energy of love, but when we're like dependent on them to make us feel love instead of just embodying the energy of love because we feel good about ourselves, because we are loving ourselves, and we're not searching for that love from our home, from our children, from our jobs, from our relationships, and we're actually just feeling that love within our own beings because we're in the energy of it, we're aligning, and we're taking action on being loving, whether that's just like being nicer to yourself. And like, which brings me to the third thing that I'm grateful for is like I'm just grateful for my confidence, because being in social situations that once used to like feel like torture, like that I just wanted to dread, like walking into a room and being so self-conscious and thinking that everybody's, you know, judging me, and to just be able to get to a place where I can be in a social setting and not hear voices of criticism within my head that keep me from being intimate with other people, that keep me from like opening up and being vulnerable with other people, because I'm not in the energy of like judgment anymore, or like so worried what other people are thinking of me, and really just accepting myself. Because really, more judging people, like most often for me, like I don't judge people necessarily out loud, but I would recognize myself judging people in my head. And so it's like even becoming aware that even if you're not judging people and you're speaking it out loud to them, even if you're still sitting back and you're observing people and you're judging them, it's really those voices that are like, it's like self-judgment. So every time you are judging, it's just about looking at yourself and recognizing those unresolved aspects within yourself. Like for example, for me, I was obese. That's the fourth thing that I'm grateful for. I'm so grateful for my obesity, because without it, like, I wouldn't have learned the contrast of loving myself. And what it actually helped me to do was to heal my emotions, and I recognized myself as I began my journey, like I was obese and I was judging other people for being obese, or I was judging people for being fat. And so like I had to look at myself and be like, why? And I had to recognize that I was judging myself for being fat, like that I was being harsh on myself, that I was being mean to myself. But what I had to actually recognize and learn how to have like forgiveness and compassion for myself was recognizing that I was obese because I was repressing my emotions. Not because I was like lazy and it's not because I didn't necessarily care about myself. I didn't know how to care for myself. I didn't know, especially as a highly emotional person, like highly sensitive being. It's important that they're taught how to take care of themselves in a very loving and kind way, in a very gentle way, because they tend to be very hard on themselves. And that was me. So that's what I was saying. I was like very judgmental of myself. But I'm so grateful for my obesity because it just really helped me to heal my emotions, and it helped me to like not judge myself, and that helped me to not judge other people, to understand that you know, like especially eating in public. Like, okay, another thing that I'm grateful for is like my own self-love, which I already mentioned, but I didn't get to the point that I gave myself a massage yet today. Like just laid naked on my bed on my stomach and like rubbed my hips, and it felt so good. I carry so much tension in my hips, and I walk a lot and I run a lot, and so yeah, I always store a lot of tension there. So it was nice to just give myself that love and to really like relax myself, and to know that I can provide those things for myself. Would I like somebody else to be doing it? Yeah. And I always like to imagine like my beloved with me giving me a massage while I'm actually doing it myself. So that's always one thing that I'm just grateful for, that I'm able to like sit with myself, and I'm able to like take the time to be with myself, and to understand my emotions, and to not like to just take care of myself, and to, when I'm feeling tired, to like, or when I'm feeling sore, to give myself a massage, or when I'm feeling tired, to let myself rest for the day. That's one thing I like to do, is like push forward, but I always end up depleting myself, and I feel like that's the whole lesson, is that to be able to get through challenging times, we have to be able to take care of ourselves and nurture ourselves. And yeah, and when we tend to like expect that from other people, or when we expect it from like our jobs, or from our coworkers, or from our friends, you know, we're usually set up for disappointment instead of providing it for ourselves. And then just with that comes a very nice sense of like empowerment, and the feeling of like, yeah, I can take care of myself. And it's just really rewarding, especially if you come from relationship dynamics where you've been very codependent, or you've like relied on other people's opinions, or you've taken on the burdens of other people's emotions, or thinking you need to fix people or change people, or but like if you stop extending your love, that you're not going to receive the love you desire. And for me, that has been really hard, because I was so attached to things and to people, and so I was let down a lot by my own expectations. So I don't know if I've mentioned 5 things I'm grateful for, but those are the things I'm grateful for. I'm also just thankful for Netflix, and being able to like watch a movie whenever I want, and just being able to, yeah, just being able to rest and be with myself, I guess. I'm just thankful for that. But anyway, I hope this is helpful, and I hope you can find 5 things that you're grateful for today, and I'm sending so much love.